Now at 10, a viral TikTok by a teacher in Heber helping for a good cause. Our exclusive interview with him on what he's doing with the money raised. Plus,
the way the need is expressed is slightly different in different communities, but there is need in every single community.
A community event tonight asking the legislature to support teens experiencing homelessness. And Groundhog Day, the Bill Murray comedy classic from the 1990s, celebrating 30 years. More on the film and who at ABC4 is throwing a little shade at the famous rodent.
Live from Utah's first TV station, ABC4 News celebrates 75 years.
Welcome to the ABC4 News at 10 o'clock. I'm Emily Flores.
And I'm Glenn Mills. Thanks so much for joining us. We begin tonight with a 6-second video making thousands of dollars. A Utah teacher's TikTok going viral, and it's all funding a great cause. ABC4's Courtney Johns live in studio tonight with this exclusive story. Courtney.
Yeah, Glenn, this is the TikTok video right there. It's pretty simple with a small portion of a rap song playing in the background. It says, if 2,673 people sent me $1, I could pay the outstanding lunch fees of every student in my school, because the last thing a kid should be worrying about is how much they owe for meals at a place they are legally obligated to be. Now, Garrett Jones posted this video. He teaches computer and technology education at Rocky Mountain Middle School, and the video is blowing up with over 3 million views in just 3 days. And in that time, he has raised over $25,000, and most of those donations are $1 to $5. Garrett says this experience reminds him of a quote he's heard many times before. It says, "Your fear of looking stupid is holding you back."
Because I was like this close to not even posting that video. Like, I watched it back and I was like, this is, my kids are going to tell me that, my students are going to tell me this is cringy and this is going to be stupid. And I almost didn't post it.
And thank goodness he did. The principal says this highlights the good things good people like Garrett can do with social media.
It just speaks to the perspective of great teachers and what they do for communities as well as children.
So you may be asking what happened with all of that extra money there. The school says all that extra money they raised from this is going to a foundation to help students with things like lunch and after-school food programs, so kids can focus on what's important in school, learning. Back to you.
All right, Courtney, really cool. Thank you. New at 10, raising awareness and legislative support for students experiencing homelessness tonight. A group of Utah parents, along with the Policy Project, are working together in the organization's current campaign, Teen Center Project, an effort to aid Utah high schoolers who lack basic necessities or who are at risk. The event held at the neighborhood house in Salt Lake City, asking legislators to participate in the partnership.
The goal is that we want to get a teen center into every single high school in the state of Utah. And what that means is a teen center is a physical space in a school that would offer showers, it would offer laundry facilities like a washer and a dryer, and it would offer food.
Okay, there would also be an adult go-to person in the center to help kids understand what resources are available to them. In the state of Utah, 1 in 50 students are experiencing homelessness. The hope is that kids experiencing extreme need can feel less stress, anxiety, and depression about their situation, and in turn have a better ability to learn in the classroom. Governor Spencer Cox recently earmarked $20 million in his budget for the Teen Center Project. Funding is now dependent on the Utah legislature.
Safety at school. That was the topic of several bills heard in the House Law Enforcement and Criminal Justice Committee today. Many of the bills plan to tackle dangerous threats in schools, like implementing safety standards for all Utah schools and establishing protocol for what to do when someone has a weapon. Representative Ryan Wilcox says one important component to all of these bills is making sure everyone has proper training to respond quickly and safely in case of emergency.
The quicker the response, the quicker it ends. And I don't necessarily want my administrators and teachers to feel like they have to be that response.
Other bills the committee is looking at address dealing with chronic absent students and bullying.
And in a traffic alert tonight, reconstruction on a popular road near Sugar House expected to start later this month. Keep it in mind, Salt Lake City's Highland Drive, 1100 East reconstruction is slated to begin in late February. The effort will make for a more walkable, bikeable, and transit-oriented neighborhood. During construction, traffic will be reduced to one lane southbound between Leamington Avenue and 2700 South. Northbound traffic will be diverted to 1300 East and 900 East at Wilmington Avenue and 2700 South.
So we're just excited to start this project. You know, the pavement is in really bad shape out there. The utilities that we're replacing are really old and need to be upgraded, need to be replaced. And so it's just a great opportunity for us to come in and clean up the road and make it better.
All right, Jacob's also saying that you can expect to see construction for the next 2 years as they make Sugar House more a comfortable place for people to be. In addition to replacing the aging roadway, the project will also replace and upgrade sewer, water, and storm drain infrastructure.
Turning now to a first look at the weather forecast, and dare I say, it felt a little warm out there today?
I mean, a little bit of a stretch, but it was much warmer than it has been.
Way
Alana.
warmer than it has been.
Oh, I know. Those temperatures above the freezing point. It's like, whoo, grab your sunglasses and the sunscreen. We're getting out there. I know. It's nice to have the gradual warming trend taking place, but with high pressure in control, it means bad air. We've been battling it. This is what it looked like over Salt Lake City. Scott Taylor snapping that photo. I know the smog. It's really getting thick. We've seen several days with this high dictating the weather pattern. Right now, we've got unhealthy air in Cache Valley and unhealthy for sensitive groups in Weber and Box Elder County, Salt Lake County, Utah County on the northeastern side of the state. So particulate matter remaining elevated, and it's not going to budge until we get a strong enough system to come in and really clear things up. Here's how it happens. Typically, temperature will decrease with height, but when we have inversion, that's not the case. We actually get a warming layer above that. And so we kind of act as a lid and trap that cold air on the valley floor. That's what's happening in places like Cache Valley, on the eastern side of the state, in the Uinta Basin, and in Salt Lake County. Then we start trapping the pollutants. We're breathing that in. You see it out there, and yeah, we're keeping that really close to the cityscape. And that's where we get our bad air. So high pressure holding on for tonight. We've got increasing cloud cover moving in from the west. When can we expect this to break down and get some changes, clean up our air, and maybe see some precipitation? I'll answer those questions coming up in my full forecast in just a few minutes. Glenn, Emily, over to you.
Alana, thank you. Developing news tonight, a suspect still on the loose as Salt Lake City police continue investigating a deadly stabbing.
Yes, police arrived at Palmer Court Apartments near 900 South and Main Street and found a man stabbed and critically injured. Officers tried to save him, even calling in further assistance from the Salt Lake City Fire Department, but that victim died on the scene. Police searching for the suspect tonight.
At this time, we have not located a suspect, and that person is outstanding.
All right now they do not have a description of the suspect, but if you know anything, Salt Lake City police are asking that you call them at the number you see there on your screen.
In an update tonight, we are learning more about a deadly shooting of 35-year-old Guthrie Sarawap in Salt Lake City. This all happening on Riverside Drive yesterday outside of a townhome complex. Police believe 23-year-old Oliver Spencer Avila Jimenez pulled out a gun and shot Sarawap during a fight. He was taken to a hospital, but he died this morning. Police say Avila Jimenez got the gun from 30-year-old Julio Steven Cardona, who is a restricted person. Police arresting both of these men. They are now in the Salt Lake County Jail. Police are looking for a missing person out of Mill Creek and asking for your help. We see here 52-year-old Rich Esser. He was last seen yesterday evening near Lincoln Elementary School. He's 6 feet tall and was last seen wearing a tan jacket, gray jeans, and black boots. If you have seen Rich or know where he is, contact Unified Police, the number right there on the screen.
And in Park City now, the roof of a state liquor store collapsing due to heavy snow. Federal emergency experts saying that heavy snowpack and blocked drainage systems could cause damage and put roofs at risk of collapsing, no matter if they are flat or even sloped. FEMA is saying if you plan to remove snow from your roof, leave at least a couple of inches. Otherwise, you risk creating even more damage. All right, coming up, a new push for police reform on Capitol Hill. The death of Tyree Nichols sparking renewed interest.
Plus, that looks gross. It's the Salt Lake Valley and our layer of smog. We've got high pressure in control as we battle bad air. I'll tell you when you can expect to breathe a little easier and welcome in some wet weather in Utah's most accurate forecast.